Hello everyone, it's Mike Levin, SEO, walking the big guy, can barely see him, out on a rainy Wednesday night. I guess it's October 22nd, 2014, and I'm loving my new job at Flying Point Digital. Love my team. It makes all the difference in the world to have an actual support team on SEO work, and it makes a huge difference to have people who are interesting and engaged in their work and interesting activities of their own. And I spent the last 2 days getting my Windows PC, of all things, set up for development work with Vim, Git, and Python, and even something called MinGW, which gives Windows very Unix or Linux-like capabilities in a small sense. There's something else called Cygwin that does it in a very large sense, but I didn't need all that, and in fact didn't want all that. I tried it first, and I had difficulty getting the latest version of Python running properly, so I switched to MinGW, which stands for the minimum GNU toolset for Windows, which means the least amount that you need to get Unix-like software running on a Windows environment. And miraculously, my project Pipulate ran. I had to do, I believe it was 3 installs. Python has the Python Microsoft Windows installer also puts pip on there, so all I had to do was pip install pygreen, pip install I think it was gspread, and I had one more I had to do. Let's see, I got pygreen, took care of Flask and a bunch of other things. Gee, I forget what it was, but at any rate, then I had to do a Git pull of my Pipulate project from GitHub, and I was able to run it. And I can reach the Pipulate project on localhost :8080, and that's pretty remarkable for a number of reasons. First, my work can run almost anywhere. It's easily going to work on a Mac as well, so you got Raspberry Pi, you got Mac, you got Windows. Tons of ways to get my work running. And then I solved a couple of other problems. I hit an incompatibility between it was JQuery mobile, so it was an extension of JQuery that gives you all these wonderful mobile user interface widgets, and I had to make the choice between mobile user interface exclusively, which gives you all these cool little things like the slider on off toggles and little neat transitions and slide out menus, and I had to make the choice between that versus a more responsive framework like Bootstrap, Twitter Bootstrap. And I chose mobile because my Pipulate project is not going to need very much user interface, and what user interface it does need is going to be very menu and configuration screen like, which really works well in mobile. And so the conflict that I got was the file upload stopped working for uploading CSVs for question mark replacement under Pipulate. And I was like, why could that be? And after much scratching my head and research, I realized 2 things. First, I wanted to keep using jQuery mobile over Twitter Bootstrap. It was just a better user interface for my application. And the second thing is I wasn't going to figure it out unless I had my work installed at the office. For reasons having to do with security, I actually can't connect to my application from outside my home office. It's not really a home office, but near my home office firewall. And I decided, since it was in GitHub and since I should be able to pull the code down anywhere, and since my main day-to-day system was really a Windows machine, let me see if I couldn't pull it down onto my Windows machine and run it directly off of there. And so I did, and so it worked, and I'll probably make a video documenting how that worked. And so that's pretty much it. I solved that problem. It turned out that jQuery Mobile defaults all forms to using AJAX, which makes them snappy and responsive, but stops upload file fields from working. And so I turned AJAX off, and bam, it was working again. And so now I'll be able to casually work on my project day to day at the office, mixing together the client work and delegation to my team, and interspersing with bits of technical work here and there to sort of bring that special SEO kung fu to my entire team, responding to their needs, knocking out little things here and there according to the 80-20 rule, never overdeveloping, and always just plugging it into and expanding the Pipulate system, releasing the framework to the world through GitHub, and holding back the best bits as plugin functions only to be used by my company. So there you have it. That's what I've been doing over the past couple of weeks, and that's my plan moving forward. And thanks for joining me, and I hope to talk to you soon.